that's right, we don't care. Lives roll out like thunder cracks, every secret spilling through the cracks. What the first, what's the word today? Spill the tea, don't let it slip away. Tell me, Lord, don't hold it back. We're chasing truth on this winding track. Tables shaking with the beat of our feet, gossip flowing like a fever heat. Whispers turn to shouts in this crazy mess. Life's a story dying to confess. What the first, what's the word today? Spill the tea, don't let it slip away. Tell me, Lord, don't hold it back. We're chasing truth on this winding track. Tables shaking with the beat of our feet, gossip flowing like a fever heat. Whispers turn to shouts in this crazy mess. Life's a story dying to confess. What the first, what's the word today? Spill the tea, don't let it slip away. Tell me, Lord, don't hold it back. We're chasing truth on this winding track. It's all a game, but it cuts so deep. Every tale we sow, every promise we keep. Hearts on fire while we stoke the flame, dancing in the echoes of a name. What the first, what's the word today? Spill the tea, don't let it slip away. Tell me, Lord, don't hold it back. We're chasing truth on this winding track. It's all a game, but it cuts so deep. Every tale we sow, every promise we keep. Hearts on fire while we stoke the flame, dancing in the echoes of a name.
Hey, everybody. How y'all doing out there? Thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out. I did not know that Mob Crew was going live, and most of all of our friends are over there watching him. But hey, we're all good. Hello, Daniel. Hello, Daisy. Lisa King. Hello to you. Hey, Jacqueline. TJ. How's it going, y'all? Everybody else listening, hello to y'all. Thank you for being here. Oh, well, we're going to do our best. We're going to do our best. Y'all keep Daniel in your prayer if you don't mind. His aunt has passed away. Him and his family could use some prayers. Hope everybody's good. Hope everybody enjoyed our live today. Like I said earlier, I'm not sure what all is going on with that. I'm not sure where it all came from, but I do know it was very interesting. Very, very interesting. But hey, we'll see. We'll see what comes of it. Hopefully something will. This live is pertaining, of course, to Sebastian, but not really. Has nothing to do with Sebastian other than the fact of the people involved. And goodness, I was going to kind of wait and just hang out for a while, if y'all don't mind, until we get Mob Crew over and done with. So maybe some more people come in and hang out with us and listen to us, because y'all, the world is crazy out there. Insane crazy. We have a creator that has been in jail, I think, more than he's been out, trying to call out some people because they are on the green team. So tired of the different sides, the different teams. It's out of control, stupid. Um, as always, everything here that I say is in my opinion, of course, because it is my channel. I have the right to say what I feel. Hey, cool cougar. Thanks for coming in. Lori, thank you for being here as well. Y'all come on in, and thank you to everybody listening. Heard a little bit today from a live, of course, on the other side of the street. Sounded like they weren't getting along so well. If we just sit back long enough, we might watch them eat themselves. They might tear each other apart. We won't have to be doing nothing. And that's the way I like it. Hey, Michelle. Y'all, Michelle's finding some interesting stuff, just kind of clearing up the pictures that we looked at a while ago. We'll go over those tomorrow for sure. Even some of the stuff in that area that Mob Crew's doing right now, she's finding some good stuff too. So definitely be ready for tomorrow's live. I don't know. I might take tomorrow off, but then again, with my negative 199 on my super chats, I need to get as many lives in as I can this month, because YouTube, I swear, is absolutely ridiculous. I sent him an email, sent the screenshots, told him my dilemma. Please, can you help me to understand why I am negative $199.65 on my super chats? Sent him the screenshots. Their reply was, what can I help you with? I was like, oh, hey, Landon, hope you're good. Hope you're doing well. Stay warm, you. It is cold where he lives, y'all. We need to send him some more long johns and some mittens. Good to hear, Landon. Good to hear. So, yeah, YouTube is absolutely ridiculous. On my list of ridiculous people and entities, I am back and forth with them. It's absolutely crazy. So, what can we help you with? Well, I just sent it to you with pictures. Can you tell me why? Oh, it's insane. I know, it's all through email. It's all through an email. Frustrating as everything. But hey, it is what it is. Anyways, yeah, listening to the other side seemed like QB was doing her live open panel Saturday, blah 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 blah. And GW was on there. And yay, Landon, I'm so glad to hear that. Woohoo! Here we go. Hold on. I got this. Yay, Landon. Woohoo! That is amazing. I've been worried about that. And I have had you in my prayers, buddy. I really have. Because I was really worried about that. That is amazing. Good deal. Good deal. Yes. But over there, GW was spilling out her poor little heart. And, of course, everything's so pathetic. And Barbecue Lady comes up on panel and starts chewing her out because supposedly she got something wrong. And I don't know, it goes back to their attorneys, and one attorney contacted another attorney, and all the stupidness ensued. And I believe it was Petty that came up on chat, and Barbecue told her off. Got super pissed. And what do you know? The missing young man's stepfather has to come on panel, has to go on panel with these people. He won't come over here and help us get clarity on, get some answers on some things, but he's going to go over there and give them legal advice. They're not trying to find his stepson. But that so-called man won't come on panel. And let me ask him some questions so we can clear things up. I even said, I'll be nice. But he won't come over here. But by golly, he's going to go over there. And he was basically saying, you ladies need to take this behind the scenes because you're giving the green team ammo. And that's what they want. I don't give a crap about, GW and BBQ's legal issues. I care about finding a missing child, and yet he's not going to help us, but he'll help those idiots over there. Says all I need to know, right? It is unreal. Yeah, he is. He won't come over. He won't come and get on panel with me. He won't. I'm not a person that's going to let someone sit there and let their ego take over. And he knows that. I'm not going to be a person that's going to allow him to sit here and tell me a bullshit story. Sorry, I don't have time for that. And I think that's his whole reason. Just my opinion, but I think that's his reason for not coming over and answering questions. He asked. He said his words, give me the hard questions. Friends, when I tell you I have some hard questions, trust me, it's questions that I want to know that have never been asked. But he won't come. He has been invited. He has received that link numerous times. But he's going to spend his time going to the other side and give them some legal advice so that we don't have nothing to talk about over here. It's ridiculous. Tells you where his priorities are. He's more concerned about them idiots over there and them stupid lawsuits that continue to happen every time somebody opens their mouth. That's it, Sandy. I think he really does realize, hey, wait a minute. She's not a pushover. She's not going to sit there and say, yeah, okay, yeah, I understand. No, Christopher Proudfoot, I don't understand. That's why I have the questions. But yeah, total destruction happened over there. It was quite entertaining. Can't help but say that, but I don't ever listen to them. I don't go to those channels. Every once in a blue moon, somebody will send me a link and say, you got to go listen. And it always happens to be right at the time they're imploding on themselves. And it's rather fun. But other than that, I don't care what they do. They're doing nothing to help find Sebastian, and therefore they're useless to me. They can talk about me. I heard Clue was talking about me a couple days ago. Brought me all up in that conversation. Okay, have fun with it because I don't care. I know who I am. I am confident in the person that I am. I know my truth. And you see, my truth doesn't change, unlike some of their friends over there. But hey, it is what it is, right? Lord. Whew, I tell you, it was quite funny today. But I was sent something today, and I'm going to read it to y'all. I was in the beginning, I would drop in and listen once in a while. Yeah, sometimes it's quite entertaining, but you got to be able to have thick enough skin that you're not going to just freak out on them. But let's look at something. Before we do, let me say this. Of course, everything is in my opinion, always just my opinion. We go by what we're seeing, what we hear, all the things. And yeah, it is what it is. This channel is not monetized in any way. So no, I'm not making money on a missing child. Not making money on anything over here. So we get to do and say what we want. All righty, here we go. I got this sent to me, and it was rather dumb. But who remembers Seth Rogers being in court with a lady named Texanna Frnade? A person who is acquainted with the Bowersox and the Proudfoots. Person that lives in Texas, unfortunately. Most of us here in Texas don't claim her. But should I happen to come across her one day, trust me, my camera, my video will be rolling because I don't trust her as far as I could throw her. And I got a bad back, so that's not much trust. Well, she has decided, wait, let's go rewind a little bit. This woman kept Seth in litigation for quite a while. The father, who's trying to find his son, who's trying to do all the things, had to be tied up in court with this woman. They get to court, and what do? She canceled it. She canceled it. She threw it out herself. She had the judge to throw everything out herself because she had nothing, basically. And so we're going to go ahead and do this. I was trying to wait until Mob Crew was over so some of our friends could come, but maybe they can catch replay. This was a post made. This is my Facebook here, but this was a post made January 9th, 2:08 p.m. to info@scotland.k12, blah, blah, blah. Okay. CFS was copied on this. Urgent safety concern. Threats made by parents towards an educator. Dear school administration, I'm writing to report a serious safety concern involving threats made by two parents towards an educator in your district. This individual involved, or the individuals involved are Mrs. Jackson and Mr. Craig Black, aka allegedly with Brittany J. Parents of a student, a male child. Parents' address, North Carolina. Surprised she didn't put the whole damn address in there, right? Miss Jackson operates a public YouTube channel at blah, 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 blah there. During multiple live streams on this channel, Mr. Black has made threatening statements directed towards son's teacher. One time he made a comment about a teacher. These statements have raised significant concern for the educator's safety. There have also been at least 3 contacts made with local police authorities involving Mr. Black. These incidents include police visits related to threatening behavior, as well as live stream videos in which Mr. Black has threatened others, both with and without a firearm visible. This woman's an idiot. This pattern of behavior creates a reasonable and urgent concern for the safety of the educator and potentially others within the school community. I'm requesting that county schools conduct a formal threat assessment, document the incident, and take appropriate steps to ensure the educator's safety. Sincerely, Texanna Frnade. And she puts allegedly with Brittany J's YouTube channel. If at any point that woman had any brains in her head, she would realize that Department of Children's Services has been out there multiple times and found absolutely nothing. Law enforcement has been out there multiple times and have found absolutely nothing. A SWAT team showed up at their house and found absolutely nothing. Now this, with their child's school, someone contacted Brittany's father asking for photos of the kids. Hey, SI, we're just getting started. Thanks for being here, though. But yeah, that's how stupid this is. All because a child is missing and she knows the parents and grandparents. Is this not ridiculous? This is how stupid things are. That is harassment of every kind in every way. Exactly, Texas Plain Jane. It is out of control. Hey, little Miss Sharon. But don't worry, Brittany's not the only one. I think many of you right now are going to enjoy the next one. Shall we look? This one will probably surprise you. To Julie Skolnick at Night Media and all associates. At what time are you going to put Julie Skolnick and at Night Media all in the same sentence? That's just absolutely hilarious and bizarre. But hey, it is what it is. And this lady feels the need to do it. At Night Media, as a representative of a missing teen, your responsibility is to protect Sebastian Rogers' reputation. Let me pause right there. This woman is concerned about Sebastian Rogers' reputation. Do y'all see this word? Reputation. Character. And don't forget public image. Friends, before we go on to read, I want to know where her freaking letters are to all those on panel who talked about Sebastian getting his mother pregnant. Because this is ridiculous. That destroyed his reputation, his character, and his public image. But let's not mention that. Your agency has fallen short at participating in the protection of requiring respect, dignity, and self-worth of Sebastian Rogers. Once again, where the hell, Texanna, is your letters to those that allegedly implied Sebastian got his own mother pregnant? Disgusting people. Miss Skolnick, your decision to play this role as described below as an educator is more than disturbing. Okay, so I'll agree on that part. I have stated on more than one occasion the missing require and deserve respect and dignity. Y'all don't think I'm going to let this one go too far. Trust me. Formal complaint and evidence packet submitted by Texanna Frnade. Why, here's where she lives, y'all, just in case anybody in Texas wants to know. Educator and ADA advocate to the New Jersey State Board of Examiners. Professional misconduct complaint. Julie Skolnick, retired special education teacher, Hawthorne, Clifton, New Jersey. Formal complaint letter. Dear members of the New Jersey State Board of Examiners, I am submitting this complaint to report serious professional misconduct by Julie Skolnick, a retired special education teacher residing in either she don't know where she resides, in either Hawthorne or Clifton, New Jersey. I'm an educator and an advocate for individuals protected under the Americans with Disability Act. I'm filing this report because Ms. Skolnick's public statement demonstrates conduct that is discriminatory, harmful, and inconsistent with the ethical standards expected of any current or former educator. During a public broadcast YouTube live stream, it's all YouTube related. This is how stupid this is. Ms. Skolnick made multiple statements targeting autistic individuals and those associated with them. In this video, she stated that Sebastian Rogers, a missing autistic teen, is a spirit from Lucifer. She further claimed that parents, educators, and doctors associated with any autistic individual are products of Lucifer. These statements were made in a public forum and directed at both a specific disabled minor and the broader autistic community. Such remarks constitute disability-based discriminatory behavior, promote harmful stigma towards a federally protected disability group. They are demonstrative. These people are demonstrative. They demonstrate a disregard for the dignity, privacy, and safety of autistic individuals, including a vulnerable missing teen. These statements are especially troubling given Ms. Skolnick's background as a special education teacher, a role that requires sensitivity, professionalism, and respect towards individuals with disability. Ms. Skolnick, her conduct violates core principles of the New Jersey Education Code of Ethics, including treating all students and individuals with dignity and respect, avoiding discriminatory or harassing behavior, maintaining conduct that reflects the positivity on the teaching profession, upholding the rights and protections of individuals with disability. Her public statements undermine public trust in educators and contradicts the value of inclusion, respect, and discrimination that are foundational to special education practices. I respectfully request the board review this matter and take appropriate action including a formal investigation of educator conduct. I'm prepared to provide screenshots, links, dates, and any additional documentation needed to support this. Thank you for your attention to this serious matter and for your continued commitment to protect the integrity of the teaching profession. Blah, 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 blah. Evidence packet, complaint information, educator being reported, Julie. Incident summary during a live stream. She made a following statement. Sebastian Rogers. Blah, 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 blah. Guys, these verbal statement records, contextual information, YouTube, live stream, Julie Skolnick, missing autistic teen, religious, condemnation, disability, base stigma. Guys, and it just goes on and on and on. I am absolutely disgusted. Absolutely 100% disgusted. No, Julie is not the greatest person in the world. But that's my opinion. But this lady is going to file a complaint complaining about Sebastian's dignity, his public persona, his character being destroyed. That came out today. That had today's date on it. No. Hold on. Let me go back. I just closed them both, but let me go back real fast. It had, let me see here. Hang tight. We got some storms pushing through, so everything's kind of sluggish with the internet right now. Lord help us. Here we go. I have no clue what is wrong with this person. How are you going to sit there and put all this out here to protect all of his stuff, but yet there's no complaints filed against every single person that sat there and put that mess out there to begin with? Okay, it was put out January 9th at 2:09 p.m. Yep, both of them were put out yesterday. But good golly, those words that she's attacking Julie Skolnick But yet there were 6 people on a panel discussing the fact that Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers got his mother pregnant. His own stepfather pops up on panel and reprimands them for getting into this big, huge discussion that should be taken off the internet. It should be all done behind the scenes. And never once does that man ever clarify it wasn't true. Not one person on that panel ever stopped and said, just to make things clear, that was a rumor. It's not true. Nope, didn't do it. They just left it sitting there for all the internet world, YouTuber land, everybody to hear anytime they want to. I have no idea. I didn't know Julie had said those words. Oh, Sky Maiden, yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Matter of fact, let me see here. Let me see if I can't find it, and I'll try to play it. I don't know. It's been a while back. I may not have it. I don't think I screen recorded it. I think I played it on my other live on What the Fuss. And somehow I'm locked out of my What the Fuss account on everything but StreamYard. How crazy is that? I go to it on my tablet, on my phone, on my computer, and it says no channel. Just where they were all on panel and it was a whole discussion about Sebastian getting his mom pregnant over there. I believe it was on QB's panel, one of her lives. But Chris comes up and never once clarified. Sky Maiden says, I miss one day on YouTube and all goes to hell. It was on ET's and he took it down. Okay. He should have took it down because that was the most disgusting thing I've ever heard in my life. Him and Granny got into it or something, or had a private discussion and she brought it out and then Jay played it or talked about it and then it got over onto their panels and they all had this big hurrah. And yet nobody ever clarified or made it known that it wasn't true. In my opinion, that was seriously a setup for every one of us to have a discussion about it. Oh my God, y'all, Sebastian got his mom pregnant. No, what I'm saying is, oh my God, y'all, there's 6 adults that talked about it and didn't clear his name. A 15-year-old boy who's missing, and that's how y'all talk about him? That's what it is. That's facts. It's exactly right. Diana says, we know Kay was raised with that. C allegedly did things to his sister, so maybe they're pushing it on S. It's gross. Circus of the Stars. Exactly right. Exactly right. But this Texanna Frnade woman is going to attack Julie, which go ahead, do that, whatever. That is your choice. I don't care. You're going to be made into an idiot anyways in the end because, it is what it is. just like with Seth and his lawsuit, going to keep him tied up in litigations for forever and then get in there and say, Your Honor, I'd like to dismiss the case if we could. So do what you want to. But when you sit there and you put those words in there attacking a person all because she's ruining the reputation of Sebastian. No, Texanna. It's a little too late for that. Let's hold on. We're going to look at this again. I know, right? Michelle, it sounds like a bad audition for Jerry Springer. Exactly. That's how stupid this is. It is just, it's gross. It is gross, Sky Maiden. And think about that, knowing all that. And here's Texanna, who I believe is employed by Kathy Bowersox. She knows them. She's been in court and whispered things in their ears. She's their little minion, in my opinion. And the lady's absolutely cuckoo in the head. Hold on. Let me get all this off of here. But here she goes. She's going to mention Julie Skolnick at Night Media. Okay. Representative of a missing teen, your responsibility is to protect Sebastian Rogers' reputation, character, and public image. And then she goes, I've stated on more than one occasion, the missing require and deserve respect and dignity. Respect and dignity. What is so respectful and dignified about the fact that his stepfather, who is your buddy, Texanna, is not going to come out and say, hey, for anybody who hasn't heard this rumor in the past, let me be very clear, this is a lie. Nope, didn't do it. Didn't do it. But let's attack people over it. They are gross. They are gross. I'm telling you what, Texas Plain Dane, you ever run into that one, you better run your camera because she'll make all kinds of lies up about you. I don't believe CB is a minion. I think she is. No. Texanna Frnade is the minion. The little one to go and do all the little errands. That's what I was meaning. Oh, yeah, he will definitely do anything to protect his mommy. He will. Y'all, that is the most. I mean, when I read all that, I could not believe what I was reading. Could not believe it. And I don't like drama. I don't like to talk about other people. I say what I got to say and I'll be done with it. But this is disgusting. You're going to file legal documents on a person which, I'm sorry, if Julie said that, that's absolutely disgusting. And that's whatever. I'm not talking about Julie. Julie's not my issue with all of this. But you see, Texanna goes on those channels, on panel with those people, the same ones that talked about Sebastian getting his mother pregnant. She didn't seem to worry about hurting his reputation, his dignity, his all the things. Not with them. Not with them. Yeah, the trouble causing gopher is what she sounds like. Yeah, 100%. Oh my gosh. I couldn't believe it, guys. Sebastian deserves better than all of this. And I didn't want to put all of this on our regular channel because we try to help over there. We're trying to do good. But he also deserves to have it called out. Oh, yeah, they are close friends. Exactly. Exactly. He deserves so much more, and it makes me so angry because the people his stepfather goes to, the people his mother, I mean, his, Sebastian's mother, not Chris's mother, but Katie goes over there. She goes on panels with them. This Texanna woman goes on panels over there with the people who talked about him doing something to his mother like that. Maybe, Diana. I've never, ever heard that story be brought out and said, it's not true. It's all absolutely gross. They just left it hanging there. Just left it hanging. Let's ruin Sebastian more by putting this crap out here. It had been talked about way in the beginning, supposedly. Well, because I don't listen to them and pay attention to them, I hadn't heard it. It didn't get smudged everywhere. And so somebody recently brought it back up. Maybe somebody's getting a little too close and we got to have some more distractions. Let's make sure everybody knows Sebastian's not worth finding. Is that the whole point here? I don't know. They are so disgusting, so gross. It is wrong on so many levels, but everybody's too scared to talk about it and bring it out because they're going to get attacked. They're going to get attacked. They're going to attack everybody's channels. Well, go ahead. This is just a channel that only has like 500 subscribers. Ugh. I mean, I couldn't believe it. Could not believe it. Hang tight for a second, guys, if y'all don't mind, okay? Just give me 1 minute. Okay, sorry about that. I had to get over here and get moving. Sorry, my back is hurting. I had to get stretched out and the weather's changing. My arm where I broke it is so achy and it hurts so bad. And my back is killing me today. But anyway, sorry, I had to just stretch. That was it. Y'all can probably hear my chair squeaking. It's an old chair I've had for forever, ever. But it's comfy. And so I keep it. But I had to stretch back. Sorry. Oh, it's horrible. Hey, Diana, how are you doing? Oh, no, I thought it was somebody else. Sorry. Already said hi to you. I mean, these people, to put those things out there with all of us. Oh, no, Daniel, this was a couple years ago. Had surgery, had a rod put in, but that arm just hurts, the top part of my arm where I had it done. It just aches when the weather changes. And y'all, we went from 78 yesterday to the high of 52 today. And it's getting down to freezing tonight. Crazy weather, crazy weather. But we know for a fact Katie's childhood was not a good one. We know about her mother's record. We know about her own sister's record with children. We know as a youngster, well, he was old enough to know better, but he did things to his sisters. We know those things happened. From what I understand, that's the reason he went into the Navy. We know with those things happening and Sebastian being in that home, and guys, I'm just going to say it. In my opinion, you have to wonder why Sebastian was having issues and having to wear pull-ups. It does make you wonder. And the saddest part of that fact of him having to wear the pull-ups, I never heard anybody saying that they took him to the doctor to get him checked to see if there was a medical reason. And I say that because my grandson, when he was 5, he started having that kind of problem. My daughter took him to the doctor because that was out of character. And guess what? He has one kidney in the shape of a horseshoe. A horseshoe kidney. Look it up. It's real. And it is so rare. But she knew something wasn't right because at 5 years old, he was already potty trained, had been for several years. And out of the blue, that started. There were some problems. He has medical reason. And so they've had to learn to adapt and adjust and make things better for him so that he could learn how to handle that problem. But never once have I heard anybody say that they know for a fact Sebastian went to the doctor because I took him to find out if there's medical problems here. Nope. Put him in pull-ups. Exactly, Diana. That's what I makes me wonder even more. They would not take him. They would find out about abuse. That would have sealed the CPS records. They were demoralizing him. Agree. 100%. That is exactly the psychology of it all can be analyzed, and so much could be a possibility, but soon we'll know one day. I pray we do. I pray we do. I mean, if anyone deserves it, this young man does, out of all of this crap that is happening with his name attached to it. His name was attached to that mess that she was filing on Julie Skolnick. I would have never showed that because I wouldn't have cared anything about it. But when she's going to sit there and she's going to use the words, you should be protect Sebastian's reputation, character, and public image. The missing require and deserve respect and dignity. And she goes on panels with people who say that Sebastian impregnated his mother. Hey, Kelly Holcomb, how you doing? Guys, it's gross. Gonna sit there and put out crap about it allegedly with Brittany J. I mean, that's just insane because so many other people have looked into that issue and it's not an issue. But her and her friends can't seem to get that in their mind, but that is whatever, okay? Whatever. And she can say and do what she wants to about Brittany. That's all. I mean, about Julie Skolnick. That's all good. Whatever. Go for it. If she said those things about Sebastian, she should be called out. But if you're going to do it, be fair. When you're going to put his name attached to all of that, be fair. Be fair and call out the bullshit that is being done and said with his name attached to it. That's it, Plain Jane, Texas Plain Jane. They don't have nothing better to do. It's crazy. We sit here every day. Guys, I will do my live, get off of my live, take my dog out, let her go potty. I go to the bathroom, come back up or whatever, might get something to eat. And I sit there and work on my show for the next day. I start getting emails and text messages and I start looking into all the things. I go to bed 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, get up the next day. And I go back and check everything, make sure I've got it all so I can show y'all everything that I've got. Make sure I got an idea of all the things that need to be said in my next live. I do this every day. Squeeze in time with my grandkids. Go do what I need to do. Come back. And it's back to Sebastian again. But it's not to find things to demoralize this child. It's not anything that will make Sebastian look bad. It's to try to find help. It's trying my best to find some answers to help. Yeah, Brenda Sue, you want to go back to the beginning because there was a lot already put out. But these people are more concerned about daggum lawsuits than they are about finding the truth and finding Sebastian. And it's so gross and so obvious. It deserves to be called out for what it is. I don't like to do drama because it makes me mad and angry. I hate drama. But if no one's going to stand up for Sebastian, I'll take one for the team. And if she's going to sit there and try to protect his reputation and his character and have dignity for him, then that heifer needs to go over there and attack all of them that allowed that whole conversation to happen, and not one person, not even the stepfather. He came on panel to reprimand them about putting this on the internet and not taking it behind the scenes. That's not protecting your stepson. That's not getting answers as to where your stepson is at. That is not keeping your stepson's name clear of all the stupidness involved. And I will never be okay with that. They can talk about me what they want to, really. I could care less. There's a lot of people that do it all the time. I don't listen to them. I'm not going to reply to them. There's some things that hit me a little too close that's like, oh, no, ma'am. Back it up. And I will have my say. There's others that aren't worth my time. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know the Laura Perplex girl. Heard her back in the Summer Wells days, and not my cup of tea. It's all good. I don't listen to her. Don't bother me none. Wasn't too long ago, though, that she came back and says, oh, Lolly, she's on drugs. Okay, heifer. Whatever. It's not even worth my time. It's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Yeah, I'm full of it. Hey, Mary. He did have an issue. He had the issue with Cisco Fummy. I don't know. Now, I have heard something. I don't even remember where I heard it from or who told me it, but I do recall in the beginning that question kind of was looming around, and somebody said they made their household income was too much for him to be able to get the disability. Now, I've also had people tell me he himself should receive a check in his mother's name till he is 18, and then he will continue on because of his disability. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. But I know this. If he's not there to receive that benefit and that money to be spent on him, surely Seth has checked into that to make sure that's not happening. Yeah, Sky Maiden. Yeah, and that's where I heard her. I think one time only I've ever heard her was on that call with Don Wells and Molly Golightly. Yeah. She was like begging. I was like, yeah, that ain't for me. Oh. Yeah, see, that's the thing, Retha. It depends on the state before you're 18. Yeah, I don't know. I can't answer that. But if he was, I surely would think somebody or his dad, you know what I'm saying, would have checked on that. But I don't know. No clue. No clue whatsoever. And I don't think that's anything any of us will ever find out because that is personal and confidential, you know. HIPAA. Oh, it's all HIPAA. HIPAA. Hippie, hippie, hoppo. Who knows? All the adults did fail. Yes, Michelle, 100%. There is no doubt. All the adults in his life failed him. Okay. TJ says Seth did say KK received $900 a month disability for Sebastian, allegedly. Sammy G. Hey, girl. I don't think KP would be getting disability because it's a, what is it? Hold on before it leaves it. Would be getting disability because it's a need-based welfare type program for children with disability if parents have zero income and kids get. Okay. So see, that's the thing. I'm not even sure. So I couldn't even begin to even assume. Okay, Sky Maiden says, if you're underage and you're disabled and receive a disability, it does not matter what the parents make. See, that's kind of what I wondered, but I wasn't sure. But, you know, like I said, I can't verify. The amount is decreased based on parents' income. Okay. Yeah. You know, I wonder, was she getting a check for Sebastian because of her military? Does he, you know, get anything from her? I don't know. I don't know how all of that works. But yeah, Retha, I feel sure Seth would have checked this out. Surely. I don't know, guys. Surely somebody's checked it out. Hey to everybody coming in. I feel bad. I went live while Mob Crew was on. I had no clue he was on, actually, and I didn't get a notification, so I missed it. Went in there real quick, left him a note that I had sent him an email for him to check out because it pertains to some of the stuff he's doing. But yeah. Hey, Bo. How are you? Yeah. I had some ranting and raving to do. I was pretty upset today. I couldn't believe what I was reading. Could not believe it. I don't know, guys. You know, lots of talk about the whole, you know, the benefits, you know, death benefits or whatever, life insurance stuff, all the things. And it's just, where's Sebastian? Where is Sebastian? That's it. End of story. I'll send you a picture of it, Daniel. But yeah, where's Sebastian? That's it. I wish we could hurry up and find this young man, because yes, Maui, 100%, 100%. Sebastian is worth more than any dollar amount. I agree. It just, let's find him. Hurry up and find him. People are doing their very best. And every time I hear stupid stuff like what I saw over here with Texanna Frnade putting all this stuff out there and doing all the things she did yesterday, why do more people have to get destroyed all because of a missing child? Why? Because somebody added their name to a RICO to shut up two creators that would not stop talking about them. That's their whole reason. The only one that caught me off guard was when I saw the one about Julie. I was very surprised with the whole Julie thing. But hey, it is what it is. Ooh, ain't you right? 100%. Crispy Critter got those sleuth canoes out there to distract. That's where all this comes from. I agree. Bye, SI. Thank you so much for being here. Love you so big. Thank you. She is a loon. I'm going to tell you this. She has a Facebook page, Texanna Frnade. Go look for yourselves. There's some videos she has on there. She's cuckoo. That's it. That's what it all is. It's distractions. So hey, let's talk about all this now and start getting litigation going for these now and start causing more distractions so everybody can talk about that, because hey, mob crews over here in the area where lights are happening 2 nights in a row. Yeah, let's do that. Let's talk about this. Here you go, Texanna. Go after these people. They're working harder not to find them than they are to find him. Exactly, Sky Maiden. And it's so obvious. So obvious. Yeah, that chick went to punch BHB. She said it. Were you here when I read it, Texas Plain Jane? When I read the two? The only, the whole thing with Brittany J, I just wanted to show how stupid these people are to bring up some more stuff when it was already called in, it was already looked into, and it was already discredited. So let's bring up some more stuff just the same to cause more distractions. Maui said, can you read it, please? Okay, here, I'll show you the one with Julie Skolnick, because this is the one that gets me the most, only because, and like I told everybody else a while ago and had my rant, we can all recall the time there was a panel of people on the other side talking about the fact that they're putting out this whole narrative that Sebastian got his mother pregnant. Sebastian's stepdad comes on panel, reprimands them, because that's a discussion to have behind the scenes, not on the internet. Not one of those people on that panel ever discredited that story. Not one. They just left it hanging there. But then here we go with Texanna Frnade, who is Mommy Socks and CP's little minion, is what I would call her. Does all their dirty work. Just had a litigation with Seth and caused all the trouble. This one here is a post she made yesterday at 12:30 p.m. to Julie Skolnick at Night Media and all associates, which I think is hilarious because I do not believe Julie and At Night work together, but hey, who knows? As a representative of a missing teen, your responsibility is to protect, y'all ready for this? Sebastian Rogers' reputation, character, and public image. Your agency has fallen short at participating in the protection of requiring respect, dignity, and self-worth of Sebastian Rogers. Ms. Skolnick, your decision to play a role as described below as an educator is more than disturbing. I've stated on more than one occasion, the missing require and deserve respect and dignity. Then, of course, she goes on and on and on and on. And she filed this with the New Jersey State Board of Examiners. Her formal letter of complaint is all because Julie made multiple statements targeting autistic individuals. In the video, she stated Sebastian Rogers, a missing autistic teenager, is a spirit from Lucifer. And then she goes on to claim that parents, educators, doctors associated with any autistic individual are products of Lucifer. And she goes on and 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 on she goes. More, and puts Julie's channel. There was another one about Brittany J and her husband. It's absolutely ridiculous. But this is the lady right here, Texanna Frnade, who is worried about the reputation, character, and public image. He deserves respect, dignity, and self-worth. But she's not going to call out those who sat there and did those things on that panel, because she goes on their panel. Sebastian's stepfather goes on those panels. But she won't call them out for completely destroying his dignity. Gave him no respect by stating he got his mother pregnant. She's not going to worry about those people over there saying that. And like I say, I don't care what she wants to do with herself. But if you're going to do it, you need to do it to everybody. It's gross. It is so gross. It is uncalled for. Sebastian deserves so much better than this bullshit that's being put out every single day. All the distractions that continue to happen. Yes, Michelle. I mean, I'm not a Julie fan by any means. Please do not ever think I am. And if she said that, that was cruel. It's just cruel. It's just what it is. No one should be called that. But if she's an advocate and speaks for Sebastian, then why in the hell does she not call them out? That's my question. Because I'm pretty damn sure Sebastian would not be okay with that being said about him. He wouldn't be okay with the fact that his stepfather jumps on panel and reprimands them because they're doing that on the internet. Never said it wasn't true. That's the biggest part I have. They're eating their own words. I hope they do one day. I really hope every one of them chokes. And that's horrible of me to say, but I'm to the point where I'm so tired of it. If you want to do drama, fine, do drama. Go for it. Do whatever you want to do. Just take Sebastian's name out of it. That's where it crosses the line for me. And I'm nobody. I don't have a right to Sebastian's name. But by golly, allow that child some dignity and take his name out of your mouth when you do all your drama. Stop and think. Stop and make a conscious choice. Sebastian is missing. If you don't want to talk about that, if you don't want to dig deep into that, that's your prerogative. Go for it. Do something else. Talk about people. I don't care. I care about Sebastian and he doesn't deserve that. And then you're going to file a document against a person, but use his name and state he deserves dignity? That's where it crosses the line for me. Because you jumped on panel a couple of days after that whole group of people left that sitting there, hanging out there, and never once debunked it. But let's not forget Miss Fernandez's buddies that she associates with there in Tennessee are suspects. So there's that. It's sad, guys. Yeah. Oh, I tell you. It was a complaint, Kelly Holcomb. It was a complaint made about Julie. She also did one about Brittany as well, but she didn't mention Sebastian's name, so wasn't too worried about that. I was just showing what she was doing. But it was Texanna Frnade, who is a close, close friend of Kathy Bowersox and Christopher Proudfoot. And she is making a complaint to the New Jersey State Board of Examiners. I don't care what she does, what kind of complaint she wants to file, but take Sebastian's name out of it. Because if you're going to use this child, as she states here, your responsibility is to protect Sebastian Rogers' reputation, character, and public image. His dignity, self-worth, respect, and dignity. But yet she goes on panel with those who don't. That's where I have a problem. That's where I have a problem. That's what this is all about. Some people need to shut the F up and sit down. Talk about people all you want to, but when it comes to a missing child, every one of them should be ashamed that use his name and talk crap about him. For what purpose? For what purpose? There is no purpose. None. What good is it going to do? We're still going to put out the facts of the matter. And the facts are Sebastian went missing without a trace. He was last seen with his mother. That's a fact. His mother tells us he was missing out of his bed. The TBI and FBI say there is no proof he ever made it home, nor is there any proof he ran away. That's a fact. So where's Sebastian at, Katie? Who knows where Sebastian is, Katie? How many of your buddies over there, your husband, your in-laws, all the things? How many know, Katie? That's the question. And why is it that your husband and in-laws buddy from Texas feels the need to protect his reputation only when it's convenient to her? That's my question. Exactly, Diana. Exactly. It's to draw the attention off of them. Ain't happening. Not happening. Yeah. Sammy, I can say this. Have no proof. I can't put it and show it. Nothing like that. I've been told, and like I've told y'all before, if I've been told something, I'm going to tell you if I can. There are things I can't say. I've been asked not to say, and I'm going to respect people for sharing with me and saying, please don't say anything yet. But I was told she is starting her own business. She is getting work permits in multiple states. I'm not quite sure what kind of business would require work permits in different states. I just pray to God it's not a private investigator or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Last I heard, she was in the state of Georgia. I've heard she's been to California, all over, all the way across Texas, every which way you look. I've heard things. Whether they're true or not, I can't give you receipts for them. So, y'all know about as much as I do. But I do believe she is going different places. Now, I honestly think if she was on the run from law enforcement, that heifer would be going to another country. And I think she has a bag packed just in case. But that's just an opinion I have. But she's on the move, different places from what we're hearing. So, I don't know. I'm hearing life is a little hard on the whole family right now. I mean, seriously, would you want home security systems installed in your home and have her walk in? The woman who took all of her cameras down when her child goes missing, conveniently? I wouldn't want her in my house. I wouldn't want her nowhere near me. Sebastian's case is known. It's national. That's it. You can't hide or lie to the FBI. They got her number, I'm going to say that much. Yeah. See, I don't think it's with Brinks. I think she's creating a whole company. And I'm wondering what kind of company, because I heard people weren't wanting her to come into their home, not in the area where she lived. Yeah. Who's going to want to hire her for security? Nah, ain't happening. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's with Brinks. I would say that much. I mean, Mr. Chris said he was currently not going back to work right after it all happened. We've heard he got let go. Has he ever found a job? Has he really been working? Has he just been doing little piddling jobs here and there? Would you want his mother to sell you a house? I wouldn't trust the fact that she would have a key to it or something. You know what I'm saying? Right? She can't even probably find her own ass. That's funny. Like a subcontractor. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Something like that. I don't know, guys. Really don't know. But I do wonder about it because, man, in that area, those people have jobs. People talk. Sounds like the whole town's really getting tired of them. Maybe so, Retha. Who knows? Who knows? I mean, I wouldn't want to buy a house from Kathy Bowersox. I really wouldn't. Not after everything I've heard. So I don't know. Don't know, guys. Like I say, these are just things I'm hearing. Just things I hear. I get to hear, a lot of different things and see a lot of things. Screenshots are sent, but of course it's private, so I can't share them. Hey, Tina girl, haven't seen you around. How you doing? Good to see you. But yeah, it's crazy. I wanted to talk about all this earlier, but I decided I didn't want this mess on our channel where we try to help find Sebastian. So that's kind of where we come over here and hang out. It's just a little channel. There is truth to rumors a lot of times. Exactly, Plain Jane. Exactly. People have been told to be careful, be cautious. Don't believe that person. Lots of things have come to fruition. So I pay attention to those things so that I know whether to share or not share what I hear. You know what I'm saying? I wait till I know I'm getting some decent information. Now, there's other things I've been told that I would never ever say it because Lord help us. I'd be attacked every day, all day. People, they give me their opinions. I have people that send me things like this document of stuff we went over today, the search document that was sent to me. I was like, you got to see this. Oh my gosh. We got to talk about this. And I appreciate all the things. But like I say, there are some things that have been told to me that I just really can't put out because it's like an alleged type of thing, and I'm not going to go there. Allegedly, this is what's happening, or allegedly, this is where they're looking, or, that kind of thing. I'm not going to put all that out there. I don't know if it's a fact. And if it was a fact or is a fact, I don't want to damage anything when it comes to Sebastian's case. So, I'm really cautious with a lot of things, but I look into things as well. People give me their opinions or their thoughts or, hey, go check this out. Yeah, I'm going to. Because just like this was sent to me as oh my gosh, more distractions. Well, I looked at it and all it did was piss me off. Sebastian's name gets smeared and you're going to use his name and make it out like you're an advocate. But you're going on panel with the same people who disrespected him, his reputation, his character. And you're just going to be buddy-buddy with them? Somebody's got to start speaking out. This child deserves better. Every day, all day. He deserves better. He deserved better when he was at home with his mother and his stepfather, and the CPS cases were happening every single day. He deserves better. Every child deserves better if that is happening to them. And I will stand up for any kid that needs it. Any kid. Wrong is wrong and right is right. And we are grown-ups and we know the difference. It's just that some choose not to use their brains, but get their pockets lined a little thicker. That's when it's time to start standing up for Sebastian. I said it a while back. I think the last time I was on here bitching and complaining because they had brought all that out and talked about it, and it just irritated the crap out of me. It's not okay. It's never okay. Children are a gift from God. And there are people that are so gross and so disgusting that they sit there every day and attack other people that are trying to do some good in this world. And it's happening right before our very eyes. But back then, I said it, I'm going to say it again today. It's those same people that are going to attack each other. And they're going to destroy each other. We're not going to even have to do nothing. I just want to make it very clear. If you want to attack somebody and go after somebody because of the dignity and pride and character and respect that it destroys for Sebastian, do it for everybody, even his father. He was on that panel. He didn't clear it up. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of people that should never have children. Chris didn't even want his, according to his ex-wife. He wanted her to have an abortion. Wasn't even there when she went to the hospital. He could care less. I mean, and then look, he's fighting for his daughter for 7 years and he never got custody. Something ain't right. I mean, I'm just stating facts here. When you're told to take anger management classes so many times, there's a problem. There's a real problem. When you got a pending CPS court case and your stepson, who the case is about, goes missing weeks prior, there's a problem. It becomes plain as day. When you make friends with people who would rather have money and talk shit about everybody instead of the ones over here helping, trying to find your child and get the truth out there, there's a problem. Things become pretty clear real quick. Some things aren't fixable. Exactly right, Retha. Exactly. And the crickets. Yeah, y'all can tell every time I get a text message if I don't turn off my sound. My crickets go to chirping. Well, guys, I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out with me and let me vent and complain and gripe and do all the things. I try to stay out of the drama, but it hurts my heart when people don't take Sebastian into consideration and use him for their greed. It's gross. Oh, yeah. He knew Sebastian was going to spill the beans 100%. And that 7-year fight that he had been fighting so hard for was going to be over for him. And he knew it. And that's my opinion. 100%. But don't worry, because, we learned that if it was an incident that was done while that person was a minor, it doesn't matter when they come back. That offense happened when he was a minor. It can still happen if he comes back at 18. Daniel, I'm not sure. Sundays are hard to stream because I go to church and then the family has dinner, and then depends on what we do after that. So it kind of makes it a little hard sometimes to go. So if I don't come on tomorrow, I'll definitely be back Monday. Would you please pray for 16-year-old Roy's family? Roy passed away from a freak accident. Oh my goodness. Yes, y'all, please keep the Roy family in your prayer. Oh my goodness, that breaks my heart. It's never okay for a parent. Oh goodness. I know, right, Sky Maiden? Yet for more than 7 years. He tried. Give him an A for effort, though, right? Got to give him an A for effort. He ain't a quitter. Thank you, Rita Bell. Thank you. I love you guys so much, and I appreciate y'all more than y'all could ever, ever, ever imagine. That's funny. Oh, goodness. Well, guys, like I said, keep a check tomorrow. I'm not sure for sure 100% that I will come live, but I'll do my best. And if I don't go live tomorrow, I'll be back Monday. We got lots more to talk about, y'all. But thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. I enjoyed it. I love you guys so much. Just keep Sebastian in your prayers. The truth will prevail. We just got to be patient, and I'm not very patient sometimes. I want it to happen now. Ready? We're ready. We're ready. We're ready. Let's do this. But let's make sure it's done correctly, too. So pray for law enforcement. They get their butts in gear. Y'all have a super good night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Love and hugs.